to die for your freedom, but they cannot crack open a beer in the United States. But now that could all change in one state. Alaska lawmakers thinking about lowering the drinking age from 21 to 18 for all servicemen and women. For a fair and balanced debate, let's bring in political strategist Jack Burkman and Stephen Wallace, chairman and CEO of Students Against Destructive Decisions and the author of the book Reality Gap. Nice to see you, gentlemen. Welcome to the show this morning.
Good to see you, my friend.
Jack, let me start with you. You support this. Why?
Oh, I think it's, it's almost too silly to talk about. I mean, you have people who lose their legs in Fallujah and Kabul, and they can't have a beer. I mean, people should walk through the, as I've done many times visiting wounded soldiers during Iraq, they should walk through the ward where you have all of the soldiers who've lost their legs at Walter Reed Hospital or Bethesda Naval, and no one would take the other position. I mean, here's the real argument here. A lot of these anti-alcohol organizations, whether you're talking about MAD, a lot of these things have outlived their usefulness, and they have become just rebels without a cause. They're just means of raising money and organizing people, and they go on and on and on. They just fight, and they want to fight even when they fight something silly. I mean, I bet 99% of the public.
You say this is silly. Stephen, you must disagree. Fighting and doing something ridiculous. You don't support this. And, Jack makes a compelling argument here. Why can't these guys have a beer? They're fighting for their country.
Well, look, I mean, this is not an arbitrary age at which it's deemed appropriate or, okay for someone to drink. These laws are based on statistics and on safety and health issues. Since the legal drinking age was standardized at 21, the number of young adults killed in alcohol-related crashes has been reduced by 60%. We also know that young people are dying in many other ways related to alcohol use.
Jack, one of the things that Secretary Gates said this week, though, was that he doesn't support this because he thinks one of the things we're seeing, I'll quote him, as a result of repeated tours is not just an increase in suicides, but an increase in risky behaviors. Do you think you want to add alcohol to the mix just to sort of tamp down on the depression and stress that these troops are feeling?
Oh, I mean, again, all of this is so silly. I mean, you have runaway drug use in places like Iraq and Afghanistan. You have massive opiate use, and here we are talking about something like alcohol. If the military wants to think about drug dependency problems, they have so many things to think about, and here we fill the airwaves with the discussion of this. To the statistics, though, that Stephen was mentioning, I don't think most of them apply to soldiers because soldiers are better, more responsible people than the rest of the population. I think you can discount those by 80, 90% or more, and so I find that argument to be really completely fallacious.
Stephen, I'll give you the final word.
Yeah, let's talk about the science. The brain imaging science we have now shows that brains are changing more rapidly into the early 20s than at any time during the lifespan except infancy. And alcohol can permanently change the way the brain processes information. Should we say that because we respect military men and women that they shouldn't have to wear motorcycle helmets? I don't think so. It's the same type of argument.
All right, Jack and Stephen, great debate this morning. We appreciate you waking up early with us and sharing your thoughts. You can reach us at friends@foxnews.com by email. Let us know what you think also on our Twitter account, FF Weekend. Coming up here on the show,